anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Not using your timeshare like you thought you would, and you'd like to get rid of it, but you're not sure how to go about it. And all of a sudden, you receive a call from a company saying that they have a purchaser for your timeshare if you'd like to sell it now. In order to do this, you'll have to pay a listing cost of $4,000 and small closing costs, and you'll be rid of your timeshare. You need to be skeptical if you receive this call. There is typically no buyer, and all they're going to do is take your $4,000. If you've been victimized by this type of scam, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger sports.
And welcome back to the Huron Arena. They're getting set for face-offs here. Girls followed by the boys, and we'll have wrestling going right at 6 o'clock with the girls' duel. So, Corky, as you go into this final duel, you know, it's an ESD duel. That's kind of what's really riding on the line. But I guess, too, maybe some seeding down there, regions especially, could make a difference who you wrestle going into a region and even into state as well.
Well, it's so critical when you sit down the regions, you know, when they start fighting for the seedings, you know, you want to get paired up where it's going to benefit for you down the road. And sometimes just one little match like this here will flip it one way or the other. So you got to be careful about that. And you just need to go out and just take care of business tonight. Just do what you do, and it'll take care of itself, hopefully.
You know, and stay away from injuries, that sort of thing as well. And, you know, the boys especially, they just been struggling, illness, injuries, and everything like that here really since the first of the year. Coach Goff said, you know, I said, what do you think about having a 2-week layoff after tonight? They got actually 2 weeks, 2 days before the region tournament. He says, actually, I like it because that's going to give us a chance to be healthy, and we should have our full varsity squad ready to go for the regions 2 weeks from Saturday.
Well, that's the thing, you know, if you've got the bumps, everybody's got bumps and bruises by now. There's nobody's gone, it's completely away from that, but you got some major injuries, you're getting them back, that's good. And the more time you can give yourself to heal up, that makes a big, big difference. And you'll still go through your practices. You won't just go as hard. You'll kind of be careful about what you do in there and just kind of keep them crisp a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, just go through the practice. Don't get anything bumped and bruised again. But yeah, coming out of this healthy is a big, big plus for you going into tournament time.
You know, the one thing that kind of surprised me a little bit, you know, Watertown is the top-ranked team in the state, according to Dakota Grappler. But, you know, their numbers are, in fact, Huron's got more girls out than Watertown does. So, but obviously there's quality up and down that Watertown lineup.
Well, look what they got in front of them. I mean, they've had history up there forever on that part of it, and they just got the right people, you know, and they just fit into their program, and that's what they've got. And that's one of the beautiful thing about wrestling. You don't have to have a full squad to be a championship team. You just need 5 or 6 or 8. And if you place every time, hey, you're going to get the big points. That's the way it works out.
So there the girls have been introduced. Well, yep, they are going to do the boys face-off as well. So we're still a few minutes away from wrestling. We'll take a timeout here of 2 minutes, then be back and ready to wrestle here from the arena. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
And breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are.
Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Carr Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And welcome back to the Huron Arena as we get set for wrestling here. Just finishing up the boys' face-offs here as the Tigers and the Arrows will wrestle here tonight at the arena. Final home appearance for Huron Tiger Wrestling this season. As the girls, again, they go to Yankton for an invite tomorrow. Then I believe it's a week from today. They have the ESD meet, then on to regions. After that, Huron boys are off till regions, as next weekend is dedicated to the dual championships, and then the regions, then the state individual there to wrap up the wrestling season. So Corky with here just basically last chance to wrestle before the hometown fans, and looking forward to, it's Watertown solid up and down. Doesn't matter if it's the girls or the boys, so you'll have to come out ready to wrestle tonight.
Well, exactly. You got to be ready to go out there with them because they're coming at you. That's just the way Watertown is. They're aggressive, and they'll come out there and they'll take care of you if you don't fight back at them.
So we're getting ready here, 100 pounds, and make sure I have the matchup that I've been shown here so far. Sep Gay for Huron, Lily Lindsay for Watertown. As we are underway with wrestling here at 100 pounds for the girls, 6 o'clock, KIJV, AM, FM Huron right now. Gay and Lindsay are just going head-to-head there. Doing a lot of ear-to-ear, but nobody's really been able to get hand control. Now they break away, and now it looked like Lindsay's headgear came loose, so they'll readjust that. Our official, by the way, is Pat Krause. He's backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. He is the law on the mat tonight, and sponsored and backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Both wrestlers still just looking for hand control, going ear for ear, ear to ear early on, and just a little shove away there as Sep Gay is honorable mention at 100 pounds for the Tigers. There she gets in a nice single leg, nice deep one.
Well, she's got that one in there. Now she just stay with it. Take your time.
And going off, she's going to get the three-point takedown now. They're off the mat.
And got two back. Got two back out of that.
So a 5-point move for Sep Gay, and she's got the early lead here at 5-0, 1 minute in. And now looks like we're already to a injury break here, blood break for Lily Lindsay, as she must have a bloody nose the way they're looking at it. So that didn't take long.
No, it never does. you got some of them that just kind of prone that way, it seems like, once in a while. And but come out. She waited till she got her shot and got in there really good single leg, got in there deep and finished it, and then got the cheap tilt points there going out of bounds. That's a bonus right there. If you get that, make that move like that.
See, they had all the Huron youth wrestlers mat side there. Now they're moving them a little further away from the action.
Yeah, they need to be back just a little bit.
Well, we're back to go. Just a short break there, and Sep Gay will ride here on Lily Lindsay with the 5-0 lead here to start things off at 100 pounds. Lily riding it out.
I like it there. She's very aggressive. That's what I like. Just one move to the next, and then that's hard to counter underneath there. Looks like she's got a chicken wing going in here.
Hooks in the other arm as well. I thought she had control of both, but then she readjusted. And Lindsay just isn't really able to get much done there on the bottom.
Well, we're very much controlling the whole thing here. It looks like got some tilt points going here again.
Yep, Sepp Gay got a cheap tilt there. Looks like she's going to get 3 out of that. Now she's readjusting again. Well, they haven't awarded the 3 yet.
She's got to break that hold. There she did. She changed before she can come back with it again.
So now 8-0 lead for Sepp Gay as we get to near the end of the first period. So a strong start here for Sepp Gay for the Huron Tigers. Well, we're doing the Mat Rat thing instead of the horn tonight, too.
I was wondering if something was wrong there.
I don't know if anything's wrong, but I suppose just an opportunity. Well, I see they moved most of the youth wrestlers there to the left side there in front of our cheering section. Start the second period. Sepp Gay up 8-0, and both the wrestlers on their feet. There's the shot taken by Lindsay. Nice counter by Sepp. Sepp, she scoots around while Lindsay's got a hold of her leg. Now she'll scoot around, get
nice
the takedown. 11-0 as Sepp Gay has controlled this from the start. Early second period, 11-0, Sepp Gay for Huron.
And boy, she's really controlling this. I mean, from the get-go. Here she got the bar arm going with the half. Nelson cranking over.
And now we got a pin combination potentially as she's got Lindsay on her back. Sepp trying to tighten it up a little more.
There we go.
Fall. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Sepp Gay a win by fall to kick things off here for the Huron Tigers. We'll take a timeout of 30-30 on Dakota Sports.
Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at Pro Clean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. Pro Clean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And we move on to 105-pound Snow Wa for Huron. Vanessa Anderson for Watertown. Anderson is ranked 5th at 105 pounds, and 30 seconds in, both wrestlers are on their feet.
Well, Anderson she's got an underhook in there. Looks like she's trying to hook up for a throw here.
Right now, still on the feet there, and Anderson now trying to get a little more of a bear hug in, goes with the trip, and she's going to get the takedown. Well, doesn't have the takedown yet, but she was trying for more. Now she does take the takedown, and we'll start to ride it up top.
Can't tell if she got the legs in or not, but boy, she's being aggressive too.
3-0 lead for Vanessa Anderson of Watertown.
Trying to do a cradle there. We're doing a great job of countering that. Half going over.
Anderson still just hooked in there tight, has her leg hooked in. Boy, she's really got that leg hooked in tight. That's not allowing Watt to get much going underneath.
Now she's trying to cradle again. Anderson's so lanky, she's got a lot of leverage here.
30 seconds to go in the first period. 3-0 lead for Vanessa Anderson of Watertown at 105 pounds.
Well, she just goes from one move to the next, and Snow was really have a hard time countering up. She's not giving her much to work with.
This has been kind of controlled, just like our first match was there for Sepp Gay of Huron. Getting late here in the first period. 3-0 lead for Vanessa Anderson of Watertown, and Sepp trying to stand out of it, and we get to the end of the first period. Well, give Sepp Gay credit. She gave up that early takedown, then just kind of hung in there and didn't get any further damage out of it.
Yeah, you're a striking distance right here. One move, you're there. So
we start the second period, and Anderson has the referee's position, and there'll be a caution for a false start on Snow Wa. So Snow has to ride it out here on Anderson. And we start the second period.
Nice switch.
Right away, a roll out there by Anderson. And
Stonewall trying to do a throw. and
she just got taken flat down.
Oh boy, yeah.
There's going to be a takedown. She did get off her back. She was on her back initially, but going to be the reversal there, and 5-0. But that could have been a lot more damage there. But Vanessa Anderson with the quick reversal. Now she's got that chicken wing hooked in. She's getting the tilt, and
Snow's doing a great job of countering, getting up back points, but I don't think we're in the pinhole yet.
yeah, Snow's keeping the hips moving up. There it is. Win by fall. 2 minutes, 35 seconds for Vanessa Anderson of Watertown. So Watertown gets their own pin. We're tied at 6. We'll take a timeout of 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Huron offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Back at the arena, and well, 2 back-to-back forfeits for Huron. Shaylee Saw at 110, Vanessa Erdman at 115 get forfeit wins. So that moves us to 120 pounds. Olivia Anderson for Watertown and Camilla Von Eye for Huron as we start at 120. And both wrestlers just on their feet doing the head-to-head thing. And just doing a quick check here. Olivia Anderson, top ranked at 120.
Here we go.
Camilla Von Eye, sophomore for the Tigers, and so far just doing the ear-to-ear thing. It looks like Anderson's tried to make a couple of moves. She gets in on the single leg and rolls Von Eye through, gets the takedown, 3-0. Now she just lets her back up and wants to be back on her feet, so 3-1. And both wrestlers back going forehead to forehead, just 45 seconds in.
Fireman's carry there, right?
And takes her down. Gonna let her up. And it'll be 6-2. 1 minute gone here in the first period.
Whether she's going to go for the tech fall or she's going to keep trying to set her up for a pin combination here.
Well, when she takes her down, lets her up, she doesn't let her up right away. She kind of holds down on her, but I think that's just more to make sure there's not some little gap that Von Eye could take advantage of.
Exactly.
Around the hips, double leg, another takedown. It'll move up to 9-2 for Olivia Anderson for right now. Looks like she is going to try to wrestle on top with 25 seconds to go here in the first period. As she started to get up, then you can hear the coach in the background. Now just keep her down at this point with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, you ain't going to do anything. Don't give her the freebie there. You're going into the next period and just stay with it.
Now she tries to hook up a cradle, but we're getting to the end of the first period here. 9-2 lead for Olivia Anderson of Watertown. There's the end of the first period. So Anderson pretty much did what she wanted to. A lot of, the takedown let them up, but now they're see if she changes it a bit here. In fact, what did we just do there?
Well, I think that she thought she had a choice. She chose down and she deferred. I don't know. She ended down anyway.
Well, I thought they gave a point to somebody, but maybe not.
Nope.
Well, anyway, Olivia Anderson is in the referee's position, stands right up with Von Eye trying to hang in from behind. And tried to do a little trip there. Anderson just kind of carrying Von Eye.
Well, she's got such a good base underneath of her. That sets her right into there.
Now she gets the reversal to make it 11-2, and now she's kind of riding on top. Now trying to get a cradle in again on Von Eye. She's got hold of the leg there, but I'm not sure if she's
trying to split her.
Now she's got her rolled back. Now Anderson's got her flat on her back.
That's what she's after. Get her leg on there so she get her split apart.
Nice roll through there, though, by Von Eye, but here comes another 4 points, I believe, and it'll be 15-2. Anderson with 1:12 to go here in the second period. Anderson still wrestling up top. Now rolls her back and trying to get she's getting the tilt here. This should be enough to get her to the tech fall, I presume. And there it is. 4 points total on that.
Should be 19.
And so 19-2 Tech fall for Olivia Anderson here with 55 seconds to go in the second period. So Tech fall win for Watertown, and they move within 18-11 in the team score. Timeout, 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
The Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And we're back here in the Huron Arena. We move all the way up to 140 pounds. Huron got a forfeit win at 125 for Madeline Ramos Bartolon, and then double forfeits at 130 and 135, so that moves us to 140. Ba-A for Huron, and for Watertown, it is Brooke Greishek. I think I'm pronouncing that right. She's ranked second at 140.
Well, she's just being really aggressive, too. I like the way she's wrestling.
I'll spell that for you if you want me to.
I can't even pronounce it either.
Graczkyk. Postma said Greishek, so we'll go with that. Takedown for Greishek, and she'll go up 3-0.
Well, she just so smooth when she doesn't move.
And right now, just working up top there with Ba-A. We're a minute gone here in the first period. Huron leading in the duel 24-11. They've had 3 forfeits so far. I think some forfeits are going to come back the other way for Watertown here in the next few weeks. Huron only has 2 more wrestlers listed after this particular match. I know Ba-A is trying to hang in there.
I think she's trying. Looks like she's got a bar arm chicken wing going there, and
definitely got the chicken wing in. There
she cranks her over.
Greishek's got got her tipped over. Ba is trying to move her hips to keep her back off the mat. 15 seconds to go in the first period.
The clock might save us here.
Well, Ba's done a good job moving her hips, but now she's trying to bridge out of it. And, boy, she's really contorted her body to stay off her back, and does get the end of the first period, but that'll be another, 5 points, 4 points. 7-0 for Greishek here after the first period. But Ba did stay off her back there where she was not in a good position. We'll start the second period, and Greishek will take the referee's position, the down position. And Ba-A will have to
switch.
Boy, that was very quick off the whistle. And 4 seconds in, she has the reversal for another 3 points. Then an escape for Ba-A. And it's 9-1 for Grace Greishek. Both wrestlers on their feet doing the shadow wrestling. Greishek comes in, trying to get in on the headlock there from the front, trying to get control of the arm. Now pushes her back, still on her feet.
Well, if she ties up, boy, she comes in there hard with it. Sets it up.
Again, still doing the shadow wrestling here, both trying to get some hand control. Greishek now gets in around with the headlock again. There's got in deep on the single leg.
Boy, is that a beauty.
And the takedown. There was quickness showing there. 12-1 Greishek, and that was about as quick as you'll ever see on a single leg.
Boy, she popped the elbow underneath and back around before you even knew what happened. Great move.
12-1 Greishek as we're inside of a minute to go here in the second period.
Looks like she's cranking her over again.
And there it is, win by fall at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Win by fall for Grace Greishek of the Watertown Arrows. Watertown pulls within 24-17. We'll take a timeout of 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long.
At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we're back at the arena. We had two more double forfeits at 145 and 155. Moves us to 170. Lana Shari for Huron, 9th grader. And on the mat for Watertown is Nevaeh Schonbeck, who is ranked 4th at 170. 20 seconds in, both wrestlers on their feet. Got to hurry up and try and put the name in there for Watertown. There we go. So far, just kind of feeling each other out. Little head-to-head there with Schonbeck trying to push back on Sherry, getting towards the edge of the circle. Neither girls had much of an advantage. Sherry tried to...
Got a front headlock and shucked her by.
Yep, and there's the takedown. Just what I was going to say, neither girls had an advantage. Sherry kind of ducked down, and Schonbeck just jumped on it and scooted right around, got the takedown. She's up 3-0, 1 minute in.
When she decided to make that move, it was quick.
So Huron still leading here at 24-17 in the duel. I'm not sure if Watertown has somebody at 190 or not. We will have a 235 match, I believe. And there Schonbeck gets Shari on her back. Shari trying to bridge out of it, got the back points out of it. Shari is bridged out of it fairly nicely. Now Schonbeck's trying to take Shari's legs out away from her. 20 seconds to go in the first period.
That's a bridge, boy.
Yeah, that's about as high of a bridge as I've ever seen a wrestler have.
Boy, I mean, she's got everything into it. And then Schonbeck's having a heck of a time even trying to get her to flatten back out again.
Yeah, she keeps trying to sweep the legs out, but Shari is able to just keep the legs up, and we get to the end of the first period. Boy, that was a lot of arch going there, too. She does get the back points out of the deal. And Schonbeck will, or did she not get back points off that? I thought they had 3 up for her.
Well, you got to have to give 3 out of that.
Oh, well, they still have 3-0 there on the scoreboard, so we start the second period, and Schonbeck will be in the referee's position. And Shari trying to keep hold from behind, but a quick escape, and I guess there weren't back points there. 4-0. And then there's a takedown as well for Schonbeck. Got the quick escape and then took Shari down and quickly goes from, well, I don't think, well, right now we don't have the scoreboard is not correct, and I see the scorer's tables signaling that we need to get something
fixed here,
yeah.
There's got to be a lot more points that should be there.
Well, there's at least 4 right there for Schonbeck, and we think that there should have been 3 more at the end of the first period. Yep. Now they get it up to 8-0. Now 11-0, so there we go.
If that's where, yep.
So minute 46 to go in the second period. 11-0 lead for Nevaeh Schonbeck of Watertown over Lana Shari of Huron. Schonbeck is riding up top now on Shari.
Shari looks like he's trying to reach back for the head.
And Schonbeck just has control there from behind, hooks in under the arms, now resituates herself. Trying to hook in under the left side there, maybe with the half, and trying to roll her over. I just made that up, by the way.
Looked good.
Okay. If you agree, I agree.
Trying to think, look like she got a bar arm on the one side that I can see there, and try to do a half or something, but I can't. She's out to the side, so she can run it from there.
Lana's done a good job with her legs, keeping the base wide, and that has given Schonbeck some problems here.
Well, it's awful tough to turn somebody when there's so solid that she is down there in that bottom. And she doesn't give you much. You have to earn every inch with her.
Schonbeck up 11-0, and now there's a caution stall on Lana Shari for the Tigers.
Yeah, you got to move a little bit. I mean, you can base out, that's fine, but you got to get something to go along with it.
28 seconds to go, second period, and
now she's trying to reach through there and flip her
Schonbeck
over.
is trying some different things here, but she just can't quite get the right grip there or the right counter, and now they go off the mat with 12 seconds to go in the second period. Nevaeh Schonbeck's been in control here, up 11-0, but Lana Shari has made her work for it to this point. As we get towards the end of the second period, we'll see what Schonbeck does here, riding from the middle. Well, she goes right back to work, and again, we're not seeing a lot of movement out of the bottom there from Lana Shari.
No, part of it is she's just getting overpowered a little bit too, but you still have to try to get yourself underneath there and move.
Into the second period, 11-0. Nevaeh Schonbeck with the lead over Lana Shari of Huron. Again, I believe we'll just have one more match here in the girls' duel. That'll be at 2:35. And now Shari is riding, and right away Schonbeck gets to her feet, gets the escape, 12-0. Now both wrestlers on their feet. As Schonbeck doing the push on Shari. Now readjusts, gets right back in with the headlock from the front, pushing forward on the forehead. Schonbeck still pushing, gets in on the leg, but was off the mat. Had a nice quick move, but that was well off.
Yeah, and she was setting her up for that.
Wait here, Shari's trying to readjust one of her shoes, and
I think she lost part of her shoe come off, so she got to get it back on.
Well, they did just give a point to Schonbeck. What was that for?
I'm not quite sure.
So it's 13-0 Schonbeck with 1:33 to go, and Shari continues to work on the shoe there. Now finally does get it back together, and both wrestlers will be on their feet with 1:33 to go in the match, and a 13-0 lead for Nevaeh Schonbeck at this point. If you're Lana Shari, you think you got a move that'll work, go for broke here because you got nothing to lose.
Exactly. You do some offense, not so much defense here.
Well, throw goes off, and we'll just get back up on our feet. And still on our feet, and with 1:15 to go in the match. Nevaeh Schonbeck again just going forehead to forehead.
Just keeps pushing, she's making, Sherry's just pushing her right back off the circle again.
And they go right off the circle. Out of bounds.
Yeah, we got warned for stalling for us, so she got a point.
So 14-0, as that was the second warning, and a point for stalling on Shari. And
that's an easy one to back up like that. No brainer.
53 seconds left here in the match, and on the cusp of a tech fall, and there's Schonbeck's going to scoot around. She's going to get the takedown, and it'll be a tech fall win with 40 seconds to go. 17-0. Nevaeh Schonbeck, the win by tech fall, and that brings the duel to within 24-22 Huron. We'll take a timeout of 30 seconds and be back here to the arena. 30 on Dakota Sports.
Provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we got one last match going here, and Eden Hawk for Watertown, Caitlin Flory for Huron. Hawk is top ranked at 235.
I can understand that after watching just a little bit here.
Well, that is
she is quick.
Well, she's already up 6-1, 30 seconds in. By the way, Watertown got a forfeit win for Allison Conrad at 190, so they now lead the duel 28-24. So the heavyweight match will decide the duel, but right now Hawk is in control. She's got a headlock on Flory, but she's also got her leg kind of stuck under Flory, so she can't really get any back points out of it.
Well, she's got to rotate her hips up, and That best thing she did is got out of that. That wasn't going to gain much. Good idea, but like I say, she had the one leg underneath of her. Now she's trying it again, but a little
higher.
A little higher up. Oh man, that's power half right there. She just cranks on that thing.
Again, she's just trying to get Flory over, and now
there she goes.
Yep. Now we got the back points coming in on Flory. Hawk is completely on top. There it is. Win by fall at a minute 27 for Eden Hawk. And Watertown will get a final win by fall, and they'll take the duel by a score of 34-24. So wraps up our girls' duel here, and a 34-24 win for Watertown. And 6:35 will go with the boys' duel. They said 15 minutes in between, but I think they're going to go a little shorter. We'll take a Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match, do a quick 2-minute here. We'll run down here. We'll see if Coach Strand can get up here for a few comments. We thought we were going to have a little more time in between, but the boys' duel will start at 6:35. 2-minute timeout on Dakota Sports.
Your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And welcome back to the arena. We're in between duels here. The boys will do their warm-ups, and they're going to be on the mat here in about another 6 minutes or so. They've already done their face-offs here, but we can do a Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update as Watertown wins the girls' duel today, 34-24. Huron won by fall. Sep Gay 245 at 100 to open things up. Vanessa Anderson win by fall for Watertown over Snow-Wah at 105. Huron had back-to-back forfeits. Shaylee Saw at 110. Vanessa Erdman at 115. At 120, Olivia Anderson had a Tech Fall win for Watertown over Camilla Von Eye of Huron. Huron another forfeit win at 125. Madeline Ramos Bartolon got the forfeit win at 125. Grace Graychek had a win by fall over Ba A at 140. Nevaeh Schonbeck, a Tech Fall win over Lana Shari at 170. Allison Conrad had a forfeit win at 190. And Eden Hack, a win by fall at 127 at 235 over Caitlin Flory. So that is the results here for the Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. 605-352-5316 for Seven Sons Heating and Air. And well, Coach, Watertown, as we said, they got actually a smaller roster than Huron, but it's a lot of quality on that roster.
Oh, they're tough. They're tough, and like I say, they're built for a tournament team because them girls are going to place high. Every one of them. You're not going to leave anybody at home on that team. So, yeah, and if you're hearing, I mean, that's what you're going to see going down the road here. You know, that's what people you're going to have to beat is what you wrestled tonight. So. You got to come right back, go down to Yankton tomorrow, and there you go. You're going to see some more good girls down there. You got to get ready for tournament time.
So we're in between duels here again as the Tigers fall in the girls. The boys will be coming up. Again, they'll be wrestling by about 6:35. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. Continue on the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
With Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1635 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at top? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers. PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bischoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example. stay positive, and give it your all on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bishops at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
And we're back here, continue the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match, and Coach Drew Strand joins us here quickly, and not quite as much time in between the duels as we thought, but thoughts there, a 34-24 loss. He opened up with a nice pin there for Sep Gay and kind of set the tone there. And, you know, girls wrestled well because that was a powerhouse team.
Yep, you know, I thought our girls came out really well tonight. You know, I was kind of preaching about it doesn't matter what rank they are, and so, you know, our girls came out and really kind of gave it everything they had, and, you know, sometimes it's not enough, but that's just a learning experience of getting more experience and getting more understanding of the match.
You know, and as far as Sep Gay goes, she is our Signature Plus Outstanding Wrestler for tonight. And, hey, you had to like what you saw there, win by fall, 245, and she was in control of it right up until she got the pin.
Yep, I mean, she did a fantastic job out there tonight, and just got to continue to roll, and it'll be a battle between her and Maya to see who gets that spot, you know, at the end of the season. And so it's kind of a nice thing, but as a coach, it's kind of tough because you like them all and you want them all to wrestle, but unfortunately with wrestling, that's just not how it works. And so it's good for her to go out there and see her wrestling healthy again.
You know, in a couple of the other losses there, we thought Lana Shari had a good game plan. She just kind of got overpowered by the Schonbeck girl. But, you know, I think that was the highest bridge we've ever seen a wrestler have before.
Yep. I mean, you know, they're doing a good job of just continuing to fight and continue to get through those situations. So just super proud of all of them and how far they've come.
Now, as we look ahead, you have Yankton tomorrow, ESD next week. You still have a lot of wrestling to do before you get to the region.
Yep. I mean, you know, our Yankton tournament tomorrow is, I know those brackets are about 20-some girls, and so those are going to be some pretty big tests, you know, to see kind of, you know, bigger than state or regions for us. And so there's a lot of good competition there. And then moving over to ESD, and, you know, we like to pride ourselves on ESD and how tough the ESD is. And definitely in girls wrestling, it's one of the toughest and biggest, you know, conferences of how many girls there are wrestling. And so it'll be interesting to see how those play out for our girls.
So overall, done with the dual season here now, and your thoughts here, been 2 months. You got an idea what you had this year. These girls have been with you now back before you were really even officially the girls coach. So, you know, you're building a nice program here, and the girls are just getting more experience.
Yep, I mean, we're doing a good job, and they're starting to figure it out, and now it's just kind of turning up that mental game of it and kind of that mental part of wrestling and just understand how to do the moves and then just being mentally tough when we go out there because, you know, I think 90% of the match is all mental game and getting to the places that you feel comfortable with. And so just got to continue to build on those things.
I'm thinking it's going to be a long day tomorrow in Yankton.
Yep, it'll be a long day. I think we start at 4, and so it'll be fun. I mean, there's 6 matches. They roll through them all pretty well. And, you know, but it's a nice tournament for our girls to go to and get a lot of matches and experience.
Drew Strand, head coach of the Huron Tiger girls. They fall in the duel tonight, 34-24. We're ready to go now with the boys duel. And right off the bat, Braylon Shell is on the mat for Watertown. Noah Holfer, freshman for Huron. Noah, 22-14 on the season, his first year. I know he's been one of the bright spots this year in his first year wrestling varsity.
Well, that's like when you get that record like that, you've earned it. That there's nothing easy with these guys. So that's a great. And I kind of like that when you have your first kid come out like that. That sets the tone for the rest of the night.
Well, Braylon Shell does get a 3-point takedown there, and he does have the 3-point lead here, 30 seconds in here of the first period. And boy, they absolutely will not let me see what Shell's season record is here, so we'll just go on with that. But as I said, Noah Hofer 22-14. We're not quite a minute here as we've just started at 106 here for the boys duel.
And we're doing a great job countering everything, but there's not a lot of movement in either one here. But we're not giving anything either.
Now rolling towards the edge of the circle. Shell still has a knee there.
We got a tilt cone here.
And oh boy, he's really got Hofer twisted in a pretzel there as Hofer tried to roll over, and that did not work.
And I think it's kind of like a sit-out cradle thing, but there's no room there for anything.
Yep, because Hofer trying to bridge out of it, but he just has no place to go. He's still got 23 seconds on the clock. Now he does spin and get back on all fours, but it'll be another 3 points.
4 points.
4 points, and it's 7-0.
I can't remember that. I just keep going back to the old way. Nice, come out of the bottom.
Hofer up and goes back down. And Hofer just trying to
shake him over the top. That ain't going to work either.
Well, we get to the end of the period here anyway. 7-0 for Brian Shell here after the first period. So for Noah, he gave it up right away.
He's got a little work to do here. He's very capable of doing it.
So Hofer's got a ride here, and right away, Shell got out of there quick and got into a sit out there, but Hofer trying.
He's countered that well, but he's got to get off of those legs. He's got to keep moving up, or he's going to. And otherwise, if you sit there too long, then they warn you for stalling, but you got to move up. Very good. He got off the legs, up to the upper body now. He's good.
So Hofer continues to ride up top, but again, work to do. Down 7-0 here, 30 seconds into the second period. Going off, and they'll be out of bounds and back to the middle. Not sure I've seen these white singlets before for Huron.
I was thinking that back. I do not remember anything like this.
Minute 28 to go, second period, and there's a caution, false start on Shell, as he's got that referee's position. And a little warning there from Kraus, the official. Again, our official is Pat Kraus, backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division.
There's inside reverse cradle there.
And who's getting the points here?
Watertown is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
9-0 with some back points coming as well. So I think it's going to be at least 13-0 here.
Now we'll get some coming back. That's when you do that move. You got to be careful. This is what happens.
And Noah got the reversal, but Shell just rolled him right back through it. Now he's got Hofer on his back, and there's going to some more back points. We had a flurry there, but it's now 19-2 Shell, and that'll be a tech fall win for Watertown. So the Arrows open with a tech fall win, 19-2. With 53 seconds to go here in the second period, we'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
At the Dairy Queen of Huron, the August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop it and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We moved to 113. Carter Nelson for Huron. Jonah Anderson for Watertown. Anderson is ranked 7 at 113 pounds, while Carter is honorable mention, and we're about 40 seconds in. Neither wrestlers had the advantage to this point. Just coming in from the front, and we'll go stalemate. And both wrestlers will be back on their feet. Back both trying to get the hand control, ear to ear. There's the shot taken by Nelson as Anderson tries to counter, and not sure who has the advantage here at this point.
Well, Nelson has a little more, but neither one's going to get much here.
As
Anderson's got to keep locked in there, but if he lets go, we've got it.
Yeah, he's going to go on his back. He's kind of sitting out. Now he rolls.
How did he get that?
Yeah, he rolls Nelson through, but now we're right in the same thing where, again, if Nelson could just get a little rocking motion there, he could at least get a little tilt or something out of this. As Anderson just trying to stay in that sitting position. And Nelson continues to try to drive on him. Now we'll go stalemate again. It seemed like Carter Nelson had the advantage, but just could not quite push it through.
Anderson, if he would have even loosened that grip at all, Carter could have popped his head. He goes right back to that leg, which is where it got him a good time. Got in there good. But I tell you what, Anderson does a great job of countering everything that we're throwing at him. Nice fireman's.
Fireman's carry, rolls him over, and going to be a takedown for Nelson. He's getting back points out of it as well. And
should be a 6-point move.
Oh, into the first period. That's what happened. Yeah, I think it should be 6, I believe. Yep, 6-0. Carter Nelson right at the end of the first period. I miss having the horn.
Oh, boy.
6-0. Carter Nelson, a nice start here. And got those 6 points in the final 15 seconds of the first period. Now he's got a ride on Anderson here to start the second period.
Got chicken wing on the left side. Walking with the bar arm. Anderson sits out. Boy, he almost popped that one out.
And now Anderson gets back to all fours with Nelson trying to get control of the arm again. And boy, Carter's being aggressive, working up top.
And you're going to have to stay that way. But you let off a little bit here, they're going to come right back at you. You got to stay aggressive, keep working what you're trying to do here.
And he gets back with the headlock from behind and now trying to lock in under that left shoulder. And Anderson going into the ball now. Carter still has that leg hooked in. Now there's a little quick move by Anderson. Anderson going to the sit out again. But he's just about got the reversal here, but Carter tries to drive him back, and Carter, if he can pop his head out, he might get something out of this. But it looks like Anderson just has the arms and legs both kind of hooked in on Nelson. Nelson now.
Anderson got the reversal.
Didn't look like he ever really got control of it, though.
And he gave it to him, so now all Carter has to do.
Pop the head out.
Pop the head, and then we're going to our stalemate again.
Well, Carter, yeah, if he could have backed out of that, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that being a takedown, but you're the official.
Well,
or a reversal, not takedown.
Yeah, I mean, he had got his hips up on top, I suppose, by the textbook. That's what you're going to say is there.
So now it's Anderson riding on Nelson with 27 seconds to go here in the first period. Carter Nelson, a 6-2 lead for the Huron Tigers.
Anderson lives dangerously on his hips, and that's not always good.
He's on his hips and in the sitting position, and there's the pop out and back points for Carter Nelson.
Got a nice cradle.
7 seconds to go in the second period. Carter trying to tighten it up. 3 seconds. How close are we here? 1, and there's the end of the period, and the clock saves Jonah Anderson there. It's 12-2, Carter Nelson heading into the third period.
That should have been a 7-point move.
What'd he get out of it? 7?
Well, it should have been.
Well, it was 6-2, so he got 6.
I had a takedown there, only been a reversal there.
There's a caution, false start on Jonah Anderson, getting ready to start the third period, and Anderson's going to have to ride on Carter Nelson now.
If you're Carter, just don't get careless here. Just be smart.
And
get out of
the
there.
Whistle. There we go.
Don't sit down there. You got to move. If you sit there, he's going to get you.
Because Anderson trying to go to the side, which is his preferred style, it looks like.
Carter, just keep moving. Get yourself based up and get out of there.
Well, Anderson continues to ride him from behind as Nelson tries to get up on all fours. Anderson does have his legs hooked in there pretty good, and we've seen that a couple of times so far.
he's awful comfortable just throwing a leg in from anywhere, the way it looks to me. But
and he's trying to get tilt there as he is riding a little high, but does he have the leverage? Now he's almost rode too high, and they go stalemate, or potentially dangerous, actually.
Illegal.
Illegal, okay, so a point for Carter Nelson.
I'm not quite sure what it was, unless it's like a full Nelson or somehow his hand slipped around there. That'd be the only thing I can think of.
So 13-2, Carter Nelson with the lead. He'll continue to wrestle from down low, quick off the whistle, but Anderson stays with him with 1:12 to go here in the match at 113. Second match of the boys' duel. The girls' duel finish with Watertown winning 34-24. Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update.
Just keep scooting, Carter. All you got to do is keep moving a little bit here, and you're fine.
Nelson continues to try to crawl away. Hasn't been able to get much going here, but on the other hand, Anderson hasn't been able to get much going his direction. There's the caution stall on Carter Nelson for Huron. Been a little too satisfied underneath, and he kind of talked about that at the beginning of the period. Now Nelson.
Reach for that head.
He's trying to twist him over. He's just about got the control here. Then nice adjustment by Anderson, and he'll pop back up top, but Nelson did have a good idea. Now Anderson's just going to let him up. So an escape point for Nelson. He's up 14-2 as we're getting late here in the third period. 10 seconds to go, and if you're Jonah Anderson, he's got to go for broke anyway, and I don't think he's got anything set up here.
No,
it's gonna
he's got nothing.
Be a nice major decision win for Carter Nelson as he wins at 14-2 over Jonah Anderson. And it's 5-4 in the duel here as we head to 120. Timeout 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Insurance agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We're back at the arena. We started 120 pounds. Chase Matthews for Watertown, ranked number 7. Catherine Marino for Huron. And, 18 seconds in, we already have a blood issue, it looks like, for Chase Matthews.
Once they get started.
Yep.
Seems like a domino effect down the line.
So trainers out there working as Catherine Marino. He's just going to walk in front of the Huron bench. Again, boy, that's a whole bunch of youth wrestlers there on the side of the mat there.
You know, that's neat to see. That's what you like.
Well, they're originally in front of the Huron team, and that just wasn't going to work because we have to coach, too. Back here off the blood break, and both wrestlers still on their feet. Marino for Huron, Matthews for Watertown. Matthews looks like he's trying to stay as low as possible. He's went down to a knee a couple of times.
There's some guys that just work off of that, and it's a different challenge when you try to take somebody down like that.
Well, just going in with the bear hug, now back on our feet. As we're a minute in, deep single leg there by Matthews.
Got to get you up.
He's got Marino up in the air completely. He's got to get him down safely, which he does. But Marino's still fighting it off, widens the base. There's the roll through, and there is the takedown for Chase Matthews. So Matthews goes up 3-0 with 45 seconds to go here in the first period.
Looks like we're bleeding again.
So another blood break here as Ant will go back to the corner there, and Colton Kettleut will come out to attend to Chase Matthews. He has a 3-0 lead. It's 5-4 here in the duel as Huron got a win. Tech Fall, Braylon Shell at 106 over Noah Hofer. And Carter Nelson, a major decision, 14-2 over Jonah Anderson. That's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. So delay here again at 120. In Watertown is ranked number 3 for the boys.
Yeah, they're good and solid. You can tell that.
Yeah, they're still working on him there in the corner.
Looks like they finally got it, yeah.
And it looks like we'll be back to wrestling here. And where are we at? Are we in the second period? No, still at the end. Still 40 seconds to go in the first period. I couldn't remember where we were.
Well, it took that long. We've been out of bounds a couple times, and blood breaks takes a while.
Well, continuing to ride it out is Chase Matthews with 20 seconds to go in the first period. Just kind of riding it out at this point, and 5 seconds to go here in the first period. And that'll end the first period with Chase Matthews leading 3-0.
And bleeding again.
And here we go. Well, yeah, we spent more time in the corner there with Chase Matthew in the bloody nose than we've had actual wrestling here. And, well, he's already used almost a minute and a half of his blood time here as well, and we are just to the end of the first period, so that might be something to be aware of for Watertown here as well if we have too many more of these.
Well, that's the thing. You want to hurry up and get him out of there as quick as you can, and just there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's what it is. But you need to kind of get it healed up as fast as you can, sealed up, whatever you got to do. And
I saw Watertown's coach was kind of looking up at the scoreboard. Now they stopped the blood time, even though they're still tending to him. So why'd they do that?
Well, I wondered if it's a cut on the side is different than
than a bloody nose.
Bloody nose.
Okay.
I'm guessing maybe that's what it is.
Okay. So we will get back to wrestling here to start the second period. And Cadrian Marino will have to right up top. He's spent a lot of time waiting. And now back on to it.
He's being aggressive. Looks like he's come around to the front. Oh, got himself in trouble there.
Yep. Matthews able to pick him up with the single leg, take him down, and
look for the half coming over. Got to be careful there.
And there it is, the reversal. Another 2 points for Matthews, and he goes up 5-0 early second period.
We kind of gave him half of that move. We come around to the front, got a little careless there. Should have stayed back behind.
Right now, Matthews kind of riding him from behind. He is hooked in under the one arm. Matthews keeps switching back and forth on Marino. Marino hasn't been able to get a lot done there underneath.
He's got a chicken wing on the one side here. Looks like he's trying to do a bar arm on the other and run it, and that didn't work. But he hasn't let go of that chicken wing yet. Now he's walking it the other way.
Well, you got it, because I'm
I
blocked
gotta
out
move.
by the shot clock.
I got to get over, get up and over to even get there.
And now I'm starting to see it a little bit here.
Oh, now it looks like he's got a double chicken wing going here.
He's definitely got the.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's got it hooked in. And Marino just trying to keep his base there, and slowly but surely.
Now we're getting back points against us.
Yeah, Matthews got some tilt there.
We got out of the move.
But now he's really in trouble. Matthews really has him in tight. Win by fall at 3 minutes and 27 seconds for Chase Matthews and the Watertown Arrows. They'll go up by a score of 11-4. We'll take a timeout, 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Performing to their full potential, does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we moved to 126. Ernest Wallette, sophomore for Huron, and Tanner Erdahl on the mat for Watertown. Now, Watertown at 126.
Ooh.
Brody Randall is ranked 7th, so I assume they went down to the JV here for Watertown. And single leg there by Wallette, and nobody's going to get anywhere there, and we'll go stalemate and back on our feet.
Yeah, don't waste any time. It ain't going to get a move, get them out of there, and start them over again.
Well, there Erdahl tried to get on the headlock there. Wallette trying to stay down low, doing some of the slap stuff. There was a little shot by Wallette, but he backed out pretty quick too. Now they earn the bear hug there, and Erdahl trying to drive on Wallette a bit. Now well, they're both showing quickness, but they aren't getting a lot accomplished. There's a single leg by Erdahl right at the edge of the mat, but could not finish it, and they go out of bounds, and we're still on our feet.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, both these guys are making some nice shots, but they're really, either one's countering really nice against it.
So back on our feet, there's the single leg by Wallette. Nice counter by Erdahl.
Ooh, if Wallette, you got to keep scooting.
Now Erdahl gets the takedown, and he'll go up 3-0. Now we'll see what he does riding up top with 30 seconds to go in the first period.
He just crawls right up on top. I can't tell if he's got a leg slid. He wants to put a leg in. But we're staying that ball, and he can't get it in there. He's got one on the other side. Looks like he's got it in.
Well, he's still hooked under the arms, but he just isn't getting much of anything accomplished here as we get towards the end of the first period.
Now he slides the other way, and he's going to stretch you out, flatten you out.
We're going to run out of time. End of the first period, 3-0 lead for Tanner Erdahl of Watertown. We're coming up on 7 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM in Huron. And it looks like we're going to be on our feet to start the second period. So still 3-0 Erdahl, and Wallette really trying to stay low. He was down on a knee there for a bit. Now we're back up and ear to ear. Both trying to push against each other.
Nice shot by Erdahl.
Well, they're both really flailing there now. Ernest, he's trying to scoot behind. He has a hold of the leg. If he can just get his arm across, he's going to get the takedown here. But he's just not able to finish it. Now he's back on his feet. Still got a hold of the leg, but then a big counter by Erdahl, and he's going to get the three-point takedown. Ernest was so close, but Erdahl waited, and he was able to pounce.
Now he crawls up on top. Throws the legs in, going to flatten you out.
Minute 9 to go, second period, 6-0 for Tanner Erdahl of Watertown at 126.
And he's trying to just basically stretch you out and just work a half or power half or whatever you want to call it from side to side.
Now what do we call there, stalemate again?
Yep.
Okay.
When you got a guy that wrestles like he does, those legs like that, you're going to get a lot of those because he can. If he just gets locked in there, nobody can go anywhere. You got to get out of there. You can't sit with that.
Well, that tried to come quick off the whistle, and they go out of bounds with Erdahl basically hanging on to the leg. But Erdahl leading 6-0 here in the second period, 50 seconds to go at 126. Again, Erdahl continuing to ride.
Trying to cradle there. No luck there. Got rid of that. We countered that. Great.
Now Erdahl has a hold of the leg, trying to scoot back behind, and he does take it up there, boy. He's got a little leverage on Wallette Ernest.
What the world is?
Well, now
kind
he's
of a cradle thing, I guess.
Well, he got one. Well, he's going to get a 3. He's going to get 3 out of it for 9-0.
Well, what a cheap tilt, but it worked for him.
9-0 for Erdahl. He still has the legs hooked in as he's down to 10 seconds to go here in the second period. And Erdahl's leading at 9-0.
No, he just got one. He scissors that one, basically. Or figure fours, excuse me.
There we go, the end of the first period, or second period, excuse me. So Tanner Erdahl, a 9-0 lead over Ernest Wallette of Huron. So some work to do for Ernie if he wants to get back into this. And he wants to be on his feet, so both wrestlers on their feet here to begin the third period. Wallette trying to get in on the single. Got the double leg kind of, but kind of high.
He's got to let go of that, switch over to single, and scoot around, come back behind. He's partway there.
He's got the single leg, but a nice counter by Erdahl as well. Erdahl stretching out and not giving a lot of base, but Wallett still has a hold of the leg there, but he needs to drive and finish it.
Well, you say he's got to keep working it. You know, you're burning some time here, but you got to get the results out of it. That'll be fine.
Still got the leg up in the air, and a trip by Wallett, rolled through by Erdahl and out of bounds. A nice idea by Wallett, but really Erdahl had a nice counter to it. He was ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. He countered it great. It almost turned it into points, too.
So we're back on our feet with 1:17 to go here in the match at 126 pounds, and Erdahl leading 9-0 for Watertown. There's the single leg for Wallett again, still on his feet. Now he goes with the cradle, scoots behind. Did he get the takedown? He did.
And then we got an Erdahl.
But then gave up the escape, so it's 10-3 after all that. So Wallett got the takedown, but then quickly an escape point for Erdahl, and it's 10-3 Erdahl with 55 seconds to go at 126 pounds.
You got to go right back at it again. Watertown got one for stalling, backing out.
So Wallett now, he's got to go to work here. He's shown what he can do, but he's still got some ground to make up here. Not a lot of time, 39 seconds left.
You got to come off that front headlock with something, either go down to a single leg or
just let him go, and we're back on our feet.
You know, got to get back in there again.
Well, you're running out of daylight here. 25-24 to go, down 10-3. There's the single leg for Wallett. But again, countered nicely by Erdahl. He's done a good job of that. Now he tries to hook up the cradle.
Got to do a desperation thing. You got to run with it, guys.
8 seconds to go, and Erdahl leading 10-3, and Wallett just cannot quite get the connection there, and Erdahl will pick up the win. 10-3 picks up the win for the Arrows, and they'll go up 14-4 in the duel. Timeout, 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Hofer and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at huronregional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we moved to 132 pounds. Shea Richter, top ranked at 132 for Watertown. Stephen Martin, sophomore for Huron. And right away, oh boy.
Oh, wow.
That was quick and that was fast. Shea Richter gets a very quick takedown. And he's up 3-0, and now just going to work on Martins. Martins gets slid over to his stomach.
That was a flurry.
All right, now Richter is kind of had him split. Now he's going to come off to the side. Looks like he's trying to get that far side. Now he trying to hook up the cradle yet. Martin staying on all fours. Now Richter hooks in the legs, and Martins had to flatten out. Now getting that arm bar in on the left side.
Looks like he's going to try a guillotine here. Swing that over. There you go. Arm, quick tilt.
Quick tilt, but I don't think, he didn't get any points out of it as Martin's able to roll through. And again, Richter just shoves him away. I want to get back on my feet. It's 3-1. And there's another throw. And they're going to say out of bounds, got a little too close to the youth wrestlers. I think Martins was trying to adjust his shoe, and
wham!
Richter just came in flying after him. Now we're back on our feet, 3-1. Shea Richter, ear to ear with 33 seconds to go in the first period. Richter going for the hand control right now, and they're ear to ear. There's the quick single leg and a roll through takedown, 6-1 for Richter. Now Richter goes with the headlock, has the arm bar in on the right side. Working on the left arm as well. Trying to hog tie him almost, it looks like. Down to 9 seconds to go here in the first period. He's got it hooked up, but I think he's going to run out of time for what he's trying to do here.
Yeah.
There's the end of the first period. So a 6-1 lead for Shea Richter at 132. Again, Shea ranked number 1 at 132 in Class A. Start the second period. Richter will be in the referee's position, and Martins with the ride. Will be riding here to start the second period. Off the whistle. Richter spreads out as Martins has a hold of a leg there. And just rolls, oh, nice roll through by Richter, and he gets behind Martins.
Come out the back door.
Now gets a hold of the leg, and he's going to get the reversal and go up 8-1. And Richter kind of looked at the clock to see what he wanted to do and then drove him out of bounds. We'll see if he lets Martins go here as he's in the riding position now. Now, it looks like he will wrestle from up top. Martins in the referee's position off the whistle. Minute 34 to go here in the second period. 8-1 lead for Shea Richter of Watertown.
Okay, it looks like he's got a bar arm or chicken wing on the one side. Going to go for the quick tilt again.
Rolled through by Martins nicely. But here he comes right back, coming the other direction this time. Martins doing a good job of keeping his hips under control. Now Richter trying to hook in underneath the one arm again.
I tell you what, Martin's doing great. He's countering about everything that's getting thrown at him here and doing a good job with it.
54 seconds to go here in the second period. Richter trying to reach on the far side, has the leg on. Now
Banana
he's got
splits.
Very tight. He's going to get the back points. Oh, Martin's a nice job of rolling through it. It's going to be, 3 back points, I believe, for Richter. As he's still riding on the back of Martins, there's the 3, and it'll go 11-1 for Shea Richter with 27 seconds to go in the second period.
Back at it again.
And just about off the mat here, and Richter tried to roll him back, could not quite get the tilt. 10 seconds to go in the second period. 11-1 for Shea Richter. And get down to the end, and we will head to the third period with Shea Richter leading 11-1 for Stephen Martins. He's done some nice things here.
To stay in there with this guy that long, that's really good.
So we head to the third period, and it'll be Richter. No, he wants to be on his feet, so there'll be an escape point for Martins. And it'll be 11-2 Richter to start the third period. Both wrestlers on their feet.
Goes with an underhook. He wants to throw him.
Well, scoots behind. There he is. Takes him down. There's the takedown. Is 14-2. Now looks like Richter's going to let him up. He does. There's the escape to make it 14-3. So back on our feet again with 1:38 to go here in the match. And Richter trying to get the throw again, but Martin's a good job of staying with it, and they go out of bounds with 1:32 to go in the match, and Richter up 14-3, but Martins is battling. He's showing us something here against a top-ranked wrestler. There's the quick move and a quick takedown without even leaving his feet, and then releases him 17-4 for Richter. Another takedown, and he'll get to the tech fall. Right now we're still on our feet with 1:15 to go here in the match.
Well, I tell you what, he's thrown about everything you can imagine at Martins.
There he is. Did he take him down? And, well, he rolls through it. And what do we have here?
I don't know. The official said something to him.
And it looks like they are going to go. Yep, they do give him the takedown there. So tech fall win for Shea Richter at 132. And Watertown goes up 19-4 in the duel. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports. 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Practice. We know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Carr Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we move on to 138. Cutler Swenson on the mat for Watertown. He's ranked number 4 and has a quick takedown over Brady Meyer, one of the 2 seniors on the boys roster for Huron. 3-0, and Swenson now going to work, hooking the legs in there right at the edge of the outer circle. And Brady Meyer going into some defensive mode here.
It looks like we've got a half coming over on the one side. But he's not doing a whole lot with it.
Well, so far, a good job of Brady Meyer staying out of further trouble after he gave up the early takedown. Swenson continuing to working him up top, and Meyer was just about on his feet there a couple of times.
Looks like he's got a half on the one side, trying to do a bar arm on the other side, and he lifts Brady up and tries to jerk him around and get him to tilt over, and Brady's doing a great job of countering that.
Well, getting right at the edge of the circle, 23 seconds to go. Again, the takedown came early for Swenson, and since then he's just been riding Meyer and just hasn't been able to get much else accomplished. Right at the edge of the circle there, Meyer kind of off to the right side of Swenson as we're getting towards the end of the first period. 19-4 again, Watertown leading in the duel, and we get to the end of the first period, a quick takedown, but after that, just riding for the rest of the first period. Cutler Swenson with a 3-0 lead for Watertown will start the second period. And both wrestlers will be on their feet. As Brady Meyer, Cutler Swenson kind of doing some shadow wrestling there. Cool little shot by Meyer, and Swenson tried to counter it, but we're just right back on our feet, ear to ear. As Swenson trying to get control of the arms there, coming in from the front.
Looks like he's got both of them tied up somehow up there.
But now released, and, well, we're still on our feet doing the shadow wrestling right now. Take a couple swats at the head. There's a little quick move by Swenson, but rolled out of it was Meyer. Still on our feet with 1:20 to go, second period.
Well, Brady hasn't gave him much to work with here. He's been pretty good about that.
Well, not a lot of shots by Swenson, at least at this point, especially when he came out with the quick takedown to open the match. There's a little shot by Meyer. Now we're just back on our feet and doing the shadow dancing.
Well, it looks like Swenson kind of likes to, he's one of the guys that's a counterer, it looks like to me, and he's just sets you up, hoping you'll do something, and he'll just take advantage of it. And Brady hasn't given him anything to work with.
47 seconds to go in the second period. Still on our feet, still trying to get the hand control. And Swenson has control of the hands, but just pushed back by Meyer. Now there's single leg by Swenson with 30 seconds to go in the second period, and lifts him up, gets the takedown. And it's 6-0 Swenson, but it took him a while to get there.
Well, had to work a long time to get that 3 points.
But, Brady really hasn't come close to scoring, though, either, so he's got to find something that will work for him as we get towards the end of the second period.
Well, I tell you what, Watertown like to throw the legs in there, and they just like to crank on that head.
Well, 3 seconds to go in the second period. We will head to the third with Swenson, a pair of takedowns, one in each period, and he leads 6-0 going to the third. Looks like it'll be the choice here for Brady Meyer. Meyer Sr., so he's obviously got the experience and knows how he needs to handle a good wrestler like Swenson. And Meyer is going to ride here. Swenson takes the referee's position to start the third period underway. Swenson trying to crawl away, and now he does get up on his feet, trying to break loose of the bear hug. And still hasn't quite got loose. Now he switches in front, but Meyer keeps a hold of the leg, and that's what's saving him to this point. Swenson trying to counter it there, and if he slipped the leg out, he's going to get the reversal here, but Meyer a good job of hanging on. Now Swenson just crawls away and gets the escape to go up 7-0 with 1.5 minutes to go in the match. Meyer again on his feet, and now they're just where we've been a lot of it here, either on our feet or Swenson riding.
Yeah, I think
there's a single leg by Meyer, but too close to the edge and goes out of bounds.
You got to hustle here. You run out of time.
You're within striking distance, but you got to get something.
Exactly. You got to make it happen here one way or the other. You got to make a strike here. Set it up and go for it. You're already behind anyway, so.
Well, still on our feet, doing the slappy thing here with 1 minute to go in the match. A brief single leg there by Meyer, but he couldn't hang on to it. And Swenson back on his feet. Now they're locked up head to head, both on their feet.
After Brady got to shoot here. Oh, nice duck under by Swenson. Ooh.
Swenson gets behind, and, well,
nice switch by Brady.
Nice roll through, and he's still got the control of the leg for Swenson, but nobody has the control as we get down to 30 seconds left. 7-0 lead for Cutler Swenson. Right at the edge of the circle, and Brady Meyer has a hold of the leg, but there's really no place for him to go here unless he can drag Swenson back in.
Well, the thing is, if he's going to keep going out, that's exactly what happens. It's like we was talking about there.
He lost a lot of time doing that.
Exactly. Didn't gain anything out of the move, which is what your shortfall there. But, yeah, you ate a lot of clock to get to that point.
So getting to the end here, 7-0 for Cutler Swenson as both wrestlers on their feet, but a little too late here now for Brady Meyer. And Swenson, is he going to get a takedown out of that? There's the end of the match, and it'll be, just 7-0. Cutler Swenson gets the win for Watertown over Brady Meyer of Huron. We'll take a timeout here of 30 seconds and back here to the arena on Dakota Sports. On Dakota Sports.
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we are back here at 157 as a pair of forfeits for Watertown. At 144, forfeit win for Max Strope, and at 150, a forfeit win for Kessler Swenson. So we move on to 157. Owen Peterson on the mat for Watertown. Aiden Earhart for the Huron Tigers. This is where Gage Lohr would be. He's top ranked and nationally ranked, but they go with Owen Peterson in the lineup tonight for Watertown. Aiden Earhart, he's on his way. The thought is he's going to be at 150 for the regions, as Tegan Lean should be back in the lineup by then. He's coming off an injury, but he is ranked at 157. Takedown here to start things off here for Owen Peterson. Watertown's taking control of the duel here now, up 34-4 over Huron.
Looks like we're getting back points out of that.
Yeah, there will be some back points there for Peterson, and they do give him another 4 on that, so 7-0 for Peterson with 53 seconds to go here in the first period.
Well, I tell you what, they just do such a great job of controlling that front up there, and they get those underneath arm bar tilts.
So 7-0 here, 35 seconds to go. Here's another roll, and briefly had the tilt, but not enough to get the swipe. And Earhart back on his stomach.
Looks like he's still Pearson's looking like he's still trying to hook that up again.
Well, working from behind, and Earhart just hasn't been able to get much of anything going. We're getting to the end of the first period now.
Now he's walking him over.
Peterson, is he going to get win by fall with 1 second left? Owen Peterson win by fall with 1:59, and Watertown extends the lead to 40-4. We'll take a timeout here of 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan Tanger can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan Tanger Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, we move to 165 pounds. Uriah Cardona, 8th grader for the Huron Tigers. Marcus Pitkin, a senior for Watertown. He's ranked 3rd at 165, has the early 3-0 lead over the young Huron Tiger. And right now, Pitkin with hold of the legs, and Cardona just trying to swim out of it almost, but now Pitkin readjusts, comes up a little higher. Still has that leg hooked in as Cardona tried to get up on all four briefly. It looked like Pitkin was going to get the one move, and has to come back with the arm around.
Well, Pitkin, look at, I tried to do a 3/4 Nelson. We did a great job of countering that, stretch it out.
And Pitkin just keeps moving back and forth, right and left, but Cardona's not giving him a lot. But now Pitkin has control of that one arm, I think, and
they're getting it bar-armed across. He's getting it, walking it up. There he goes.
And there he is. Now he's got Cardona in trouble. He's got him on his back. He's got the back points, now trying to get the pin. Win by fall at 1:32 for Marcus Pitkin of Watertown, as Watertown extends the lead to 46-4. We'll take a timeout of 30 seconds on Dakota Sports.
Clean Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at Pro Clean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. Pro Clean Plus is a proud sponsor of Huron Tiger Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And we move on to 190 pounds, as Huron was open at 175, so a forfeit win for Landon Lewis of the Arrows. And now it's Lucas Chaparro on the mat, junior for Huron. And he is honorable mention, while Cade Kemper is ranked 6th at 190 on the mat for the Arrows. Kemper is behind Chaparro. Has had a couple of throws. Does he get the takedown on that? He does. 3-0 for Kemper.
A lot of quickness on both sides there.
Yeah, they both. Yeah, nobody's messing around out there. That's for sure.
Well, Watertown dictates a lot what you're going to do. I mean, they come at you, and you have to go with them, or they're going to just pile drive you around. So
3-0 lead for Kemper. We're 1 minute in at 190 pounds. Now Chaparro getting up on his feet, and now just let go by Kemper, and then Chaparro just kind of shoved him off the map, but that'll be an escape point for Lucas and a 3-1 lead for Cade Kemper with 51 seconds to go here in the first period. Again, both wrestlers on their feet. Doing the shadow thing right now. See who tries to take the shot first.
Chaparro just got to do a little bit of an arm bar, but then Kemper comes right back.
Kemper came in with a headlock.
Yeah, exactly. Back and forth there.
Well, Kemper looks like he's trying to get, well, I guess it's actually Chaparro has Kemper's other arm moved in, and then he kind of lifts him, but they just kind of stroll out of bounds. 19 seconds to go in the first period, and Cade Kemper a 3-1 lead over Lucas Chaparro for Huron. Now back on her feet and just kind of doing the slap thing here. There's a single leg shot by Kemper. Nice counter by Chaparro. Chaparro trying to get the throw, but he ends up throwing Kemper right on top of him. And a takedown right at the end of the first period.
Not what you want to give him.
Yeah, he tried the throw, and really he only had about 5 seconds left anyway. Kemper was able to counter it, and he gets a kind of a freebie 3-point takedown there, and he's up 6-1 here heading into the second period. So now it's Kemper riding on Chaparro. Chaparro trying to keep hold of the leg there. As Kemper, he's working the upper body now. Oh, there's a nice reversal by Chaparro, and he pulls within 6-3. Nice move. I didn't really see that one coming.
No, I didn't either. And all of a sudden I looked down and he popped right out the back way there. Did a great job. Stayed with it.
So Chaparro pulls within 6-3. Now he's riding on Kemper.
He's trying to one of the cheap tilts.
That couldn't quite pull him over as Kemper gets back on his stomach, spreads the legs out to keep the base as wide as possible. Chaparro keeps coming straight back and off to the right, off to the left, but right now Kemper just isn't giving him anything.
Well, if Kemper doesn't do a little more moving what he's doing down underneath there, I can see stalling
and
coming.
There it is. Boy, you called that one, Corky. Caution for a stall on Kemper with a minute to go in the second period.
Got him to move. Come up now.
Yeah, Kemper up on his feet. Chaparro, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hang on. Kemper reaches back, and Chaparro able to take him back down. For a second, I thought Kemper had a little avenue there, but Chaparro gets him back down, but still he's just riding him at this point. It's still 6-3. Again, Chaparro trying to hook in on Kemper. He's got the legs split, but Kemper just isn't giving him much in the upper body.
No, he's laying awful flat and keeps his arms kind of in tight. And but he's got to make a move down below. He's got to do something to get out of there. He's got to be aggressive.
Chaparro keeps going under right and left, trying to get some leverage there and just can't quite get there. 10 seconds left in the second period. Chaparro's doing all the moving right now up top, but he just can't get anything hooked up, and we get to the end of the second period.
Well, I tell you what, if Kemper keeps laying there like that, he'll get bummed again because you got to move, and you're not doing anything, and especially as aggressive as Chaparro's being. The official's going to like that, and then Kemper's just going to sit there. He's going to ding you.
And we're going to go right back with Kemper in the referee's position and Chaparro riding. And Kemper hasn't shown much for escape yet. 6-3, Kemper leading over Chaparro here.
Tries a switch.
Kemper tried, it came off real quick off the whistle, but Chaparro just stayed with it nicely.
Now, Chaparro just got to get him broke back down again. Stay underneath the arms, don't go over.
Chaparro in on the headlock there, and again, Kemper just is not giving him much.
Now, at least Kemper did stay in his base, which kind of helps us out a little bit. Give us something to do, but we gotta. There's going to try to sit him through and throw him backwards. Getting desperation here a little bit.
And Kemper, the nice counter to that, and he's going to roll through, get the reversal. And he'll go up 8-3. Now it's Kemper riding on Chaparro. Minute 18 to go in the match at 190.
That was Watertown aggressively stalling is what that was.
And they got 2 points out of it, too. Now Chaparro trying to stand up, and finally Kemper lets him go.
Come back in there and go.
So 8-4.
Keep pushing him.
And here's the throw by Kemper. And it looks like I think
somebody got hit in the head.
I think Chaparro got bumped or got hit in the nose there, and he's flat on his back. That was kind of screened out from him. I think it was forehead to nose there with Kemper on Chaparro.
Yeah, we took it right up there in the front. Yeah.
Yep. So they're signaling that it was a hit to the forehead. So Huron coaches and the trainer, Colton Kettlehead, are tending there to Chaparro. Chaparro went down immediately.
Oh, yeah, he took it right the brunt of it right there.
So 8-4, but we'll see what the condition is here for Lucas Chaparro. As it was a flurry by Kemper. He came flying in there. I mean, nothing bad.
No,
he was just wrestling.
Just doing his move, and that's what happens. When you come in there like you got the power coming at you like that, once in a while that's what happens. They collide, and that's just the way it works.
Well, they got Lucas seated here, but Goth and Kettlehead still tending to the Huron wrestler, and Well, he is going to get up on his feet. We'll see if he's going to continue to go here or not. And this is kind of Kettle Hut's decision, isn't it? When it's, the.
Well, I would say if the athletic director, trainer says, oh, hey, you know what, I don't think he should go.
The official will kind of look at it too and see. They're still, Kettle Hut is still talking to Chaparro right now as Kemper's just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here.
It looks like they're looking.
He's starting to do some of the concussion signs, moving the finger in front, seeing if the eyes follow. So they're. Well, you knew that's what the issue was.
Well, when the official goes like this to the forehead, that's where the impact was at.
So the trainer was moving the finger in front of him. So they're still talking to Lucas right now, and we'll see what we come out of this. It's 8-4 Kemper. We're in the third period. And looks like Lucas is going to give it a go. They're going to let him go. So
we'll find out here shortly how.
57 seconds left in the third period. And, Lucas showing some quickness here as they're both on their feet. Lucas coming after Kemper, and they go out of bounds with 50 seconds left. Well, Lucas certainly didn't lose his aggressiveness.
No, you got to be careful. Don't get wild with that. You got to be aggressive, but don't get wild with that.
44 seconds to go, 8-4 lead for Kemper, and both wrestlers on their feet. Both are ranked at 190 pounds. A little push there by Chaparro.
Now you're almost.
And Kemper just kind of backing up, it looks like.
Almost right about here is where you dig him for stalling because he's not doing anything. He's backing out.
But now he's back in, and there's Huron coaches are lobbying for the stall, and they're just not getting it with 15-14 to go.
Aggressively stalling.
Chaparro cooks under the arms. There's the point for the stall, but it's going to be too little, too late.
Yep.
8-5 with 3-2 seconds, and Kemper is going to hang on and get the win here. 8-5, a takedown there right after the whistle. Cade Kemper will escape with an 8-5 win over Lucas Chaparro, and Watertown goes up 55-4 in the duel. We'll take a timeout. 30 seconds, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We move on to 2:15. Caleb Khalil on the mat for Watertown. Ben Cardona, sophomore for Huron. 30 seconds in, and both just kind of feeling each other out now, both on their feet. A lot of slapping around the head. Now both trying to get something of a headlock in as they're kind of forehead to forehead, and now break loose again. And
a lot of pushing and shoving going on here.
Yeah, pushing and shoving, and nobody's making a move down low, we'll put it that way.
No.
Now trying to get control there back up, forehead to forehead, and
I almost think the way they're pushing here, somebody ought to just try a quick duck under or out to the side, swinging single, something like that. I think you could probably get it.
42 seconds, and both wrestlers just on their feet, just pushing on each other. Boy, just neither really made much of a move.
We got an arm, we got a underhook there.
But let it go.
Yeah, we didn't. You got to come up with something. Come off of that. You got part of a move there. Now you got to finish it.
Well, there's a nice double leg by Khalil, but he drives Cardona right off the mat. Well, he drove in there hard.
Oh, he did. He went, just got in there deep, but just couldn't finish it.
13 seconds to go, first period. No score at 215 pounds. Just one more match to go after this one, with Watertown having the duel secure. And we hit the end of the first period. No score. Caleb Khalil For Watertown, Ben Cardona for the Huron Tigers. And both wrestlers will be on their feet to start the second period. We'll see if anybody can take advantage of that now. Again, still on our feet and doing the dancing here. There's a couple of head slaps. Now we're forehead to forehead. I really don't know what to describe here.
Well, there ain't much you can say here, but yeah, like I say, if they tie up, but then they don't do nothing with it. Both guys are doing trying to do the same thing. Somebody's gonna have to get off of that and set up for that, come up with something off that tie-up that you want to do, and just go do it. And nobody's even tried a really good. There
we go. Cardona gets in on the single leg, but
finish it.
He's rolling through. Who's got control? Khalil is going to slide around, and Khalil gets the takedown. They both had the opportunity.
Got what you wanted right there.
Yeah, Cardona initiated, but Khalil finished is what it amounted to.
Now, if you're Cardona, you got to be careful here. You've got pop your head. You got half the move right there.
Khalil still able to hide. Now he's got the headlock. Now he's got Cardona in trouble. Cardona does roll under it, but he is going to get the 3-point takedown off it, and a 6-0 now Khalil, or 6-1 as he lets Cardona go. Ben comes right in hard.
Got to keep doing that. Got to change your levels here.
Well, all of a sudden the aggressiveness factor went way up here in the second period.
I think we got the big boys a little mad.
6-1 lead Khalil, 33 seconds to go in the second period.
Now, if you're Ben, you got to get in there. Don't sit back and wait. Initiate. You got to get in there, start pushing, and set him up. You did it before. You got a shot in there. You made it work. Got to go back at that again.
Well, they're still locked up, and now Khalil tried to throw the single leg. Nice recovery by Cardona. Khalil gets back in on the single leg. Here's the roll through, and Khalil will win the contest again. Takedown, he goes up 9-1 again. Cardona initiated, but Khalil finished.
Well, he's getting a little carried away there. He's getting a little sloppy on his moves. You got to finish him. You stay aggressive, which is fantastic, but you got to finish him.
End of the second period, Caleb Khalil with a 9-1 lead over Ben Cardona. Both of them kind of look a little gassed.
Most big guys get that way pretty quick.
On our feet again, just like we've been for just about this entire match, but Khalil up 9-1. Some work to do for Ben Cardona for the Huron Tigers.
Go underneath. There you go. Finish it. Get behind him now. Get him behind.
Cardona, he had Khalil down, but couldn't scoot over. Now he does fall behind him and does get the takedown.
Okay, now under the arms, not over. Get back.
9-4. Cardona pulls within 5, but now he's got to find some way to get some back points out of this. Either that or get out the escape and get back on your feet. But you have a minute 23 to get something done here in the third period.
I go a 2-on-1 underneath or something like that and start jerking on it.
Now it looks like he's going to let him up now perhaps, but you can't waste too much time, and lets him up. There's the escape. It's 10-4, and
got to get in there.
Cardona comes right in after him. Again, they're forehead to forehead. 10-4 lead Khalil. 1 minute to go in the match.
Walk in and hook him.
There he goes. Double leg by Cardona. Drives through, and again Khalil able to run through. Oh, he's got him down.
Get your half in.
He's got the takedown. Cardona, can you finish it? It's 10-7. He got the takedown. He did
get a half in there and drive it.
He got him on his back briefly. He's got time yet here with 38 seconds to go. Cardona gets the headlock in, trying to walk it. Khalil stays on his stomach. 30 seconds to go.
We got to hustle here.
Well, Cardona trying to go behind. What can he do here?
You basically just got to go underneath and throw him up, throw it over to the side or something like that.
There's a caution stall for Khalil.
Well, he's got enough time. He can ride. He'll ride that one out.
7 seconds. We're running out of daylight, Ben. You got to go. He comes up high, gets a cradle in, and does he get the? He's getting back points. What'd he get? He got 2 back points, and Khalil hangs on 10-9.
Okay, I'm not quite understanding how you don't get to 3, but okay.
2 points instead of 3, and Khalil hangs on to win 10-9. We'll take a timeout of 30 on Dakota Sports.
Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Final match of the night. We're at heavyweight, and Connor Christensen of Watertown, a 3-0 lead over Hillary John Smith of Huron. Had him on the takedown, and now Christensen riding up top.
And he's putting all his weight on Smith and making it. That's tough to get a base out of
Hillary is giving up some weight here. And Christensen he's moving around back there. He's not satisfied just to ride. He's switching back and forth. He's trying to hook him underneath on the side now.
Looks like he's trying to do a 2-on-1 underneath or something. Kind of looks that way. He's walking it. And
right.
Boy, Hillary doing a great job of countering that, staying with it. He's got to keep his base wide, which he's doing a great job of.
Well, again, he's hooking up a cradle now, but again, just can't quite go anywhere with it with Smith. 24 seconds to go, first period. And again, Christensen keeps switching back and forth. He's not content with one move here, I'll give him that, but Smith's been able to counter things off.
Looks like we're running out of time here, but yeah, Smith did a great, gave up the takedown, but he hasn't given up anything else yet. So did a great job there.
And we get to the end of the first period, and Connor Christensen, a 3-0 lead for the Watertown Arrows over Hillary John Smith of Huron at heavyweight here to wrap up our night of wrestling. And Huron boys, they're off till the regions now, which are 2 weeks from Saturday. Watertown, I presume, will be in one of the top seeds in the dual tournament, which is a week from Saturday. And we're off again and resume wrestling with Smith now riding up top on Christensen. Now Smith kind of scoots from behind. Boy, he's just having trouble getting anything around Christensen. He's just that much bigger.
Well, that's the thing you got to be careful of. You don't get yourself too high and like that.
There's the roll through by Christensen. He's got the reversal, and now he's got Smith in trouble. He's got it flat on his back. Smith gets Christensen gets the win by fall at 2 minutes and 31 seconds to wrap up the night of wrestling. Connor Christensen with the win, and Watertown gets the dual win here tonight, 64-6. We head to the Gary Zell Autoglass post-match next. We'll visit with Coach Goff, pick out a Signature Plus Outstanding Wrestler, and talk about what's ahead for the Tiger boys as well. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And again, welcome back to the Huron Arena as we get to the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match. Corky has to go to his other job, so he took off here, but we'll take you through here. We'll wait for Coach Goff to come up, get some comments from him as well. But as the Arrows win it here tonight by a score of 64-6 in the girls' duel, it was a win for Watertown as well as they won that one by 34-24. Coach Goff already up, so we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and visit with him. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
With Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at top? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bishoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bishoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and head to Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And welcome back to the arena as we continue the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-match. And here on Tiger Boys Wrestling coach Matt Goff joins us now. Tigers fall here 64-4 in the duel. The one win coming from Carter Nelson, a 113, but a couple of exciting matches there, especially at the end. And, Coach, you knew coming in, Watertown's loaded. They just have a big list of kids who are ranked. They're ranked number 3 as a team as well. You knew there'd be some matchups there that would be tough, but on the other hand, we had a couple where we were definitely underdog, where we did fight well.
Yeah, Carter went out there and wrestled really well against a tough opponent, got the win for us. Big win for him for seeding for the state tournament. So that was a good job by Carter to set the tone there. Cadrian went out and battled against a really good kid. And then we had Ernest out there wrestling. Wrestled a really good match. They went back and forth, ended up 10-3, but it was a battle to the end. Ernie was in on the legs quite quite a bit, but just couldn't finish a couple shots where he needed to be. And then we had Steven out there wrestling the #1 kid in the state. The kid's really good, and Steven gave the kid everything he wanted. It took the kid into the third period to get the tech fall, so we can't ask much more from Steven. Just keep going after good kids like that, and you get better. Brady wrestled well, lost a close one, 7-0, and we were in on the legs a couple of times where we didn't finish, so we just got to clean some things up on our finishes, and that'll help come a long ways. Aiden Earhart wrestled well. He was another one, gets in on the leg, and we're not finishing. So we got to get the corner, get our head up, and find a way to finish these shots. Uriah wrestled senior, so he was, as an 8th grader, just a little undersized in the muscle department, and wasn't able to quite get there. Lucas wrestled a good match, but we give up the early takedown, and that doesn't help you. You can't give up takedowns late in a period and not give yourself a chance to get points back. Ben wrestled a good match. Started coming back late in the third, but another one, you give up a lot of points early, and the kid's just able to coast.
Yeah,
and get the win.
Ben in particular, he's got some things he'd like to do over on that one.
Yeah, he had some good shots and just put his head down. The kid ran behind him early in the match, and then came back at the end and
just right to the buzzer.
Yeah, right to the buzzer, and didn't get the swipe that he needed to tie the match up. And then Hillary stepped up on varsity for the first time for us as a freshman, and he wrestled into the second period. And he's really been improving throughout the year and did a good job. And then Noah Hofer started us off, wrestled a good kid who has quite a few wins this year. Noah's, as a freshman, really trying to step up into the role of being one of the top kids in the state. And he wrestles a tough schedule based on the kids we have in the ESD, and just got to keep getting better.
So, now you're done with the regular season here. You're done with the duels and really 2 weeks off here. And you mentioned beforehand you don't mind the 2-week layoff here because, January was just tough with injuries and illness. It was really hard to get the lineup you envisioned on the mat at any point. Tegan Lean's been out for quite a while, but he is on target to be back in time for the region as well. So first things first, get healthy and then just start fine-tuning.
Yeah, we just got to get better at what we're good at. So our guys got to wrestle their own matches, get to their positions where they're good. What Carter's good at isn't necessarily what Uriah and Lucas are good at. So they got to figure out how to get to their scores and stay on their offense for the whole match and find ways to win tight matches. We'll have to do some more situation stuff. That way they're thinking throughout the whole match of how you can cut those corners and make the matches closer.
And again, our Signature Plus outstanding wrestler is Carter Nelson. Got the 14-2 major decision at 113 pounds. And Carter's a junior, but he's been around for a while. He's been wrestling varsity, I think, going back to 8th grade for you.
Yeah, he's one of the best kids on our team right now, and he wrestles really well. He's in a deep weight class where you could go all the way to the state finals or you could miss the podium. So we just got to get ready to rock in the last part of this year. He's wrestled really well. He's beat some really good kids. So he's on pace to reach some of his goals that he set out for earlier in the year.
So here we are on, February 5th, I think, or something like that. Yeah, February 5th. You go back 2 months when you started at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Obviously, it's a long season, but, you want to see guys doing better now than they did back at Roosevelt. I'm sure you've seen that progress you wanted.
Yeah, our guys are really improving. They're wrestling hard, and like I said, we wrestle a tough schedule in the ESD, and we'll get out to the region tournament, and we don't quite have all those ESD schools in there, so hopefully we find some wins, and we get quite a few kids to the state tournament.
Matt Goth, head coach of the Huron Tiger Boys, as they fall in the duel here this evening, and Carter Nelson, our outstanding wrestler from Signature Plus. We'll take a final 2-minute timeout, wrap things up here from the arena on Dakota Sports.
Ryan J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson